Hello, welcome. I'm Helen of Authentic Discovery, and this is one of your Speak Your Truth conversations. I'm really excited and delighted to have Michael Keithley with us, who is the Northern Monkey, I see, on his introduction there. So I'm going to ask Michael if he'd just like to introduce himself. If not, I will plough on. So Michael, would you like to tell us something about you?
I'm 31, currently an army veteran, double amputee. I live up in the northeast of England.
Okay. How do you spend your days, Michael? You said you were an army veteran and a double amputee. How do you spend your days? I mean, what does that mean? What does that life look
Well,
like for you?
I'm wheelchair bound for life, so I don't really go out much because it's too much hassle. So I literally only take the kids out if they want to go anywhere. But socialising, I don't really do much because I found that my civilian friends and all that, they don't like having me around because I'm like a burden. Like they always have to look after us, kind of thing.
Is that what they've said to you, or is that what you think?
They can't enjoy themselves because they think they've got to look after me. But I only need help, like if there's a step or if I need a door opening. But they think that they need a babysitters, kind of thing.
All right, okay. That's to be fair, I'm hearing that, and I think that sounds quite painful and quite isolating. And
yeah, so that's why I spend most of my days in the house.
all right, and is they're not interested, or either they're not interested, or you're not interested in raising their awareness that okay, I might need a little bit of help here, there, and everywhere, like other people, but I'm really, I'm up for the crack.
Well, I told them I don't need that much help. It's just the doors or if there's a step. But they don't even contact us or nothing. When I come for a drink.
That sounds isolating. So have you got military friends that are different? Have you noticed a difference between your civilian friends and your military friends?
Yeah, like my military friends keep in touch with us through Facebook and that because I'm from up north and all my army friends are all down south because I was in a southern regiment down in Wales. So it's hard for them to come and visit or me go down there and visit
What about
them.
connecting with veteran groups in the north? Is that not an option? I'm curious, like how do you want to expand the social circle, or are you
every time I go out, I always get asked like what happened to me and that, and then when I say that I got blown up, they just go on about how they want to join the army and they were going to do this, and they just ask us loads of questions, and I get sick of answering questions.
So you've come on here for me to ask you questions.
I don't mind you though. But when it's strangers and then they start giving you like their life story, and I'm out to have a laugh and have a good time, and I'm just getting bombarded with questions and.
Wow. Do you ever think it's almost like you should, like get a placard or a piece of paper, or have some pre-printed, like type up the frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
And then type up all the answers, and then just go, there you go, I'll see you later, bye, and get on.
Yeah, most of the time I just say I got run over or something. I don't tell them what happened.
Oh, right, okay.
It just happened. Like one day I woke up and my legs weren't working and I had to have to cut off.
How does that go
down? All right then. Just bugger off.
Oh, right, okay. My husband
you wait to get rid of people to say, oh, I just got run over.
Would you not say, you could say you got, it was a shark attack in Australian waters as well, couldn't you?
When kids ask us, I just say, oh, I've played too much PlayStation and my legs just stopped working. I've had parents say that, like my mates' kids and that, they don't play PlayStation as much now.
Oh, right, okay. So that's had a positive impact on their
Yeah,
life, doing other stuff. So
my kids are on the PlayStation 24/7.
do they?
Yeah,
Well, they know
just
the truth, don't
with
they?
Wi-Fi and that, it's unbelievable with YouTube and.
So how are you finding it as a parent then? Is that, I mean, I suppose that you just, what I'm thinking, I suppose, is that there's a new normal created, but you were saying that you like, the only time you go out really is with the kids. And how's parenting as a double amputee?
For me, it's easy because I've got my parents with me, so they've got guardianship, and they do most of the stuff for us. It's just when it comes to like weekends,
Is there
I just
anything
take.
how, your experiencing, because you mentioned that you got blown up, how has that impacted on your life, you know, in a wider sense? I mean, you've already spoken about socially and friends and things and your children. Is there any other way that you feel that it's impacted on you, either positively, negatively? What has it kind of done for you?
I think that with getting blown up, it's tested me mentally and physically, and it just for day-to-day living over the years, I've gotten better. Like at one point, I couldn't even do nothing. Sorry, I couldn't do nothing. My mum and dad had to get us ready. Had to get hoisted out of bed into my chair. Couldn't even feed myself. So over the years, it's gotten better. I can do everything myself now. And
Has that had a positive impact on your mental?
yeah, like it's shown me how strong I really am mentally, to be honest. Because you see all the time, don't you? People that have been injured, they go down the dark path, get on the drink, get on the drugs. I've seen that happen with a few people, and they just can't cope.
Was it something you were concerned about that might happen to you, or was that
No.
you were always
Like
okay with that?
as soon as I woke up in critical, my mum told us what happened, and I was fine with it. It was part of the job.
I do know your
And
mother, she's a bit of a powerhouse.
yeah, she's yeah. But yeah, I knew what I signed up for, so if it happened, it happened. Just gotta grin and bear it and get on with life, really, haven't you?
So what are you, what's inspiring you at the moment? What's motivating you? And would you share your dreams with us, or?
I haven't really got any dreams. I just live day by day. If I've got something that I want to do, I'll go and do it. But at the moment, I just sit and play on my Xbox, really.
So is
Yeah.
there anything that there's nothing in the future that you kind of think, oh, I might try that, or because
I think once the kids are a bit older, I'm going to start travelling.
Okay.
I've just got to build up my tolerance for sitting on aeroplane seats. I went to Gran Canaria with my sisters and that, and one of the lads from the army, and it was only a 3-hour flight, and I couldn't even do that.
All right. Is that because their seats are just not designed? They're not designed for you. Would you have to have some sort of
my body as well, because when I got blown up, all my muscles wasted away. So sitting on a normal seat for half an hour, my bum will go numb.
Oh right, okay. And do you have to have support around your mid, around your thorax? Yeah. So is there some sort of medical or type of seat or thing that is can be used in a mobile way? So
I've gotten a new cushion now. It's called a Starlock one. You pump it up. It's just air cushions.
All right.
It's loads better. Like I can sit in my chair for like all day now. Whereas before I'd have to do an hour or two and then jump into bed for an hour.
Okay. You said you wanted to travel and that you were in the army. So I presume you did some travel while you were in the army. What was the most, was there a place that you just kind of went, wow? when you saw it, or was there a place that you just thought, oh my gosh, how do they live like this? Was there any sort of place that had an effect on you, either on one end or to the other?
Well, I went to Afghan twice, and then I spent a weekend in Cyprus. That was good. That's a nice area. And then we stopped off at Dubai. That's a lovely place, that, at the airport.
Do you think you'll revisit Afghan at all?
No.
As a civilian, just to go and have a look or whatever?
No. It's not a place I would ever go back to, really, unless I was in the army. I'd love to go back with the lads fighting, but I wouldn't. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even think it's a place for holidays, to be honest, not even revisiting.
You said that you've kind of I can't remember your exact words. Not surprised, but you've been I can't remember the word you used about your own mental and resilience.
Yeah.
Viewing this. So, is there anything else that you've learnt about yourself?
No, not really. It's just the whole mental state, man. You just gotta, like, you see it nowadays. Everyone like, oh, I've got anxiety. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. And people throw it about as if it's just another word. They just try and use it, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, I see people just around here that are getting loads of benefits because they say they can't get on public transport, but then they can go and get drunk with loads of people using the benefit money, It's, you just see it all over. Like, people are actually struggling with mental health, but then the NHS and that, they're letting everyone else use them words.
Yeah, there is a danger, like people just jumping on a bandwagon.
Yeah.
Generally,
like, people that are mentally, like, they've got disabilities, are getting cleared to go to work when they can't actually work, and the people that can work are still getting the benefits.
They're being disabled by the benefits.
Yeah, but the disabled are getting cleared to go to work again.
Yeah.
While people that are fully able to walk and do work are getting let off.
As a mental health professional, one of my concerns is that it's not so much, I'll use the term jumping on the bandwagon, but the awareness around mental health is fabulous. It's really good that people can now come out and talk about it. But I think one of the cautions, what I've seen is, like you say, anxiety. Nearly everybody you meet has anxiety. And then when you sort of just scratch the surface a little bit, you find out it's normal every day. Like, it's not an actual disorder of anxiety. They're just anxious about different things, like meeting. But what's the situation? They're going to meet new people. Well, of course you're going to be a little bit anxious, and it's unfortunately the fact that anxiety and being anxious is something that is part of our survival response. We're supposed to be a little bit cautious and anxious about some things. We're wired to be like that. It's for our benefit. Is now being taken and. I get anxious about meeting new people. I get anxious about and rather than allowing people to overcome that and see as a normal thing, it's not. It's not a. You're not actually suffering with anxiety. You do get anxious, as we all do.
The same with depression. Someone has a bad day and they're like, "Oh, I'm depressed."
Yeah. When you've lived with depression, that's not the case. In a bad day.
When people think they've had one bad day and they've got bloody depression and they can have like a sick note from a doctor.
I think it's the technical is like 2 weeks of continued down bad days, like very bad days, is that starts you on the diagnosis for depression. But anyway, I'm not here to diagnose other people, but to find out more about you. So I'm going to dive in because I just happen to have some inside information that you were at a family event recently. How did that go? A joyous
Yeah,
wedding?
still got married. It was a good wedding, to be honest. The only downfall is I had to sleep sitting up.
Oh, okay.
It
How did you
was
manage that and why did that occur? Just out of curiosity.
why, because with my injuries, I can't lie flat because of all my stomach injuries and that.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't have any mobility beds. So I had to get all the cushions and all the pillows and pile them in front of us. And then I just had to lie like
All
that.
right, so you have to sleep up on your front.
I had to sleep sitting up, so I had to sit up on my bum on the bed and then just laying on the pillows in front of us.
Oh, wow. Did you sleep?
Not really.
All right. You're not drink enough to just knock you out.
No, I don't drink anymore.
All right, okay.
Yeah, I used to be a heavy drinker when I was still serving, and then
Do you think that's also maybe a factor in your mates kind of saying, oh, you know, because you're going to be the sober one at the end of the day and they're going to be the ones that are bedangered?
probably. But if I went out with all my mates, I'd probably just have a drink and probably try and get drunk.
Oh, right, okay. Is it difficult to get drunk?
No, like the way I used to drink like hard. I was only on the vodka,
Oh, right.
and my vodkas weren't like a single. It was like a quad with a tiny bit of lemonade or something.
Oh, right, okay. So you know
Yeah, I
what
was
drinking's all about?
like like my mum and dad don't get it that when I drink, I've got to drink to get drunk.
Oh, right, okay. You can't
And
do things you don't do things in small measures.
no, I can't go out for a meal and just have one pint or something.
Right.
I've
You
got to.
couldn't just lose a toe when you got blown up. You had to lose both legs, like.
And I was fuming. No, but yeah, it's just
So
the way it was.
is there anything you kind of looking forward to? Like, have you got any plans for the next? I know you said you don't have any dreams at the moment, apart from to travel when the children grow. But like next 3 months, is there anything you're looking forward to doing, or you've got planned? Or the
My
next?
Health Heroes just got us a new mountain trike, so
Okay.
I can do like me exercises a lot more. So me and my sister's gonna start doing like what's called training,
Okay.
and then I think once I build it all up, I might try and do like a half marathon or something.
I was going to ask you that because I do know that some of the guys that were injured went on to do lots of sporting things, either in the Invictus
Yeah.
and
The
things like
Invictus
that.
and all that.
Yeah, it was that because your recovery took quite some time to sort of kick in.
I'm still kind of recovering, to be honest.
Are you still having to go down to Birmingham at all?
No.
Okay, because I know
After,
up until a couple of years ago you were.
yeah, there was a point where I was at the rehab centre and I still needed jobs done to my arm and my stumps. But every time I went to Birmingham, they were like, "No, you don't need that done. No, you
That's
don't need
been
that."
a struggle as well, hasn't it, to actually get all the bits and pieces that you
Yeah,
need.
the only reason why it took so long for me to get out was because if I stayed in, then I can just get me operations done straight away, pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
instead of having to wait through the NHS. And yeah, Birmingham just decided they didn't want to do it anymore. So I had to wait until I seen a different surgeon down at Salisbury. And then when I went to him, he pretty much done everything in one go.
All right, okay.
He done both my stumps, he done my arm, he done my belly, he done everything.
So you don't have any more surgeries planned at all now?
No, that's pretty much me done now.
So you can now get onto a physical rehabilitation in terms of building your stamina and everything else. So when you get
I've done that for like 6 years.
Yeah.
Down at Heavy Court.
Yeah.
And they were getting me to walk on me stubbies for like 6 years. And then when my mum came down for a meeting, they knew from day one that I'd never walk again. So I spent 6 years trying to walk. But if they told us from day one that I'd never walk again, I could have worked on other stuff.
Yeah, you probably would have still tried to walk again though initially.
Yeah, I probably would have, yeah.
You wouldn't have kind of gone, you
But I
know.
wouldn't have spent the 6 years trying to walk and not do upper body work as much.
All right, so
Because like, all my muscles everywhere are weak. So even just picking a 2 litre bottle of pop-up is hard work.
yeah,
But yeah, if I knew from day one, then I would have put more effort into other stuff.
yeah. But
Rather
you
than,
seem really positive and really okay. To be fair, you don't, like you said, you're aware of your own mental health resilience
yeah, yeah.
and physically, and you got that you're looking to do the half marathon maybe. Is it both of your sisters that are going to be out triking? Or
No, just the older one.
all right. Would you not get your
Um,
mother on a bike? So- I'm sorry. Oh, I
Jesus.
love your mother. But I've just had a vision myself of her on a push bike.
I think she'd fall off. What if she tried to get on one?
Definitely, her and the bike could have conversations, I'd say. And what about your dad? Would he be, do you think you'd get him on a bike?
No, he's past that stage now. He's at work again now, so
Yeah.
he's tired a lot now.
So is there any kind of work that you're interested in? Or is there any sort of, because
It's a tough one, really, because I'm wheelchair bound, aren't I? So I'm not good with people, to be honest. So I try to see if I can get some like CCTV work,
hmm
but even that's finding it difficult because you got to do a first aid test, haven't you? Like a
right.
medic. But I'm just trying to find somewhere that I can just sit at like cameras at a desk
Yeah.
and radio down to like the people on the ground type of thing. If something goes wrong, but again, it's finding somewhere.
And the RFEA, they haven't been, have they not? Because they're the Regular Forces Employment Association, aren't they? Were they? Because you've mentioned Help for Heroes, but there's quite a few of those military charities about that do specific things.
Yeah, well, I've tried people
RFEA
at camp,
employment.
and for the past 2.5 years, she hasn't found us no work, and she's like the specialist of finding people work.
Did you say that person's in Catterick?
Yeah, yeah. She does all the, like, if you're leaving the army to try and get your employment. And every time I tell her that I want to do CCTV, she can't find a job anywhere.
All right. So
I
you
think
kind of
that'd be,
hit. Sorry.
it's going to be hard, really, because I need to find places that have got wheelchair access. I don't really need to work.
Work's not just about earning the money, though, is it?
Yeah, I think just to get out of the house during the day or during the night. I don't mind doing night shift.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just hard to find somewhere that'll cater my needs, really.
Well, I want to say thank you for talking to me, and it's been I've loved this. So I've got one question that I do intend to ask everybody, and first of all, is there anything that you want to say that you'd like to say? I suppose that relates to this question. Is what truth would you like to share?
Just don't hide nothing. Just speak out. If you got anything on your mind, just say it how it is. Free speech and all that. It's becoming a, what's the word? I can't really think of the word.
The word that came to mind when you said it was scarcity. It's becoming something that's not around very much. But
People are scared to speak now, and I'm seeing it a lot. Like, I speak the truth. I don't care who it is. Doesn't matter what colour you are, what race you are. I'll say it here. But just to speak the truth. Just
okay.
don't keep nothing behind. Yeah.
Thank you Thank you so much. Yeah, be yourself, absolutely. Thank you. I don't even know what to say other than thank you very much. I'm going to just turn off the recording now, and if that's okay with yourself.
Yeah,